Cabin Crew Podcast.
Welcome to the Cabin Crew Podcast, another episode of a New York Jets fan podcast by Jets fans for Jets fans. I'm Ben. That's Aaron, rocking the brand new Aaron Rodgers number 8 jersey. You feeling comfortable in that thing, my man?
I'm feeling championship worthy in this jersey. I'm feeling like a winner.
Nice.
For the first Jets quarterback jersey I put on in a long time where I feel like W's are coming.
We know the harrowed history with Aaron Jets quarterbacks jerseys, but
this could be a curse. Yeah,
it feels different.
Let's be positive. We've had a lot of backlash on Twitter of being cautiously optimistic about the season. So
yeah,
I don't know if we need to change our minds, but
nope.
No, positive, cautious vibes only.
All positive. We are Jets fans who know that we're gonna be good this year, but let's prove it first with the guys we have in our locker room. We've got a huge show today. Huge news on the Jets front this week. After the 4th of July holiday, we took a week off. The NFL storylines did not. The New York Jets will be on HBO's Hard Knocks this training camp. Huge news. And the Jets signed Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle, who's been in a contract stalemate all summer long. Welcome to the green and white queue. Not that we didn't have you ever, but huge contract news for Quinnen Williams.
And couldn't have come at a better time. So the Hard Knocks announcement was yesterday. Quinnen was today. Yep. And thank God it got done because I can't think of more drama, distraction, BS than Quinnen Williams' contract extension talks during Hard Knocks.
It would have just been like Revis 2010 all over again.
Yeah. And here's kind of what I'm thinking. This is a weird theory that the Jets are just going to knock off all the storylines before training camp starts next week.
So HBO can't follow it.
So HBO has nothing. It's just like they have no content. It's just going to be filming practice. So they're just getting it all out of the way. So they got nothing because they didn't want to do it.
I mean, they'll still have the character guys, like Sauce being Sauce or like Aaron Rodgers probably not being himself in front of the camera, probably like making, just corny things, I think. But there won't be any real content. So you're right. What other drama could they get out of the way other than this Quinnen Williams thing?
Could be Dalvin Cook. Maybe they get rid of that signing before training camp, before HBO comes in.
Yep.
What else do we got?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Maybe they just send
number 2. I don't know.
Maybe they just send Zach Wilson on a 3-month vacation with a private coach. He's not even there. So there's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I think that there's probably going to be storylines that emerge we don't know that'll happen. Yeah. And, maybe that's a good thing that there's going to be less drama, contract negotiations, because then it'll be more of a traditional Hard Knocks where you follow the guys on the cut line. You kind of see if they make the team, will they, won't they? The preseason games mean a lot to these guys. So it could make for better TV, which, hey, I'm here for. So
yeah. And, not even just Hard Knocks, but I know One Jets Drive is going to be Monday nights throughout training camp. So they're still doing that. Still got Hard Knocks. So it's the Jets content is just at an all-time high, which is different than years past.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think, personally, I've been missing it. I don't know how you've been feeling. Yes, there's been stuff on Twitter and Instagram, but the One Jets Drive team is killing it, and HBO is basically NFL films, and it's unprecedented access. So it's going to be pretty cool to see.
And I'm kind of changing my mind on Hard Knocks. At first, I didn't want it.
We have to, yeah.
And now it's okay, I get to watch the Jets on Hard Knocks because usually I'll watch Hard Knocks every year, but I'm not super invested.
Yeah.
I'll scroll on my phone, just have it on. But now it's all right, I'm all in. This is the year. This is the year to do it. Are we going to be the first Hard Knocks team to win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yes.
Put it in writing.
Yeah.
But in pencil. But
July 13th.
13th, 9 p.m. It has been said the New York Jets will be the first Hard Knocks team to win a Super Bowl. There was some stat out there earlier this week I saw that there's been, one playoff win among Hard Knocks teams in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Not a good
Who was it? Who was that?
The Cowboys, maybe?
Okay. Yeah.
But
yeah,
here's
it's not
the
a
thing.
good.
The Jets made the AFC Championship the year they were on Hard Knocks.
Yeah. So they were successful. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's all just speculation. It's all just BS that the media likes to conjure up to put a jinx on the Jets.
All right. So former Jets GM Mike Tannenbaum on ESPN. Did you see what he said? I was watching the Sports Center this morning.
I saw a tweet by him about like the contract thing with Q.
Oh, no, this is about Hard Knocks. So he was he was GM from 08 to 13, and when the Jets were on Hard Knocks, he said, listen, you can say it's a bad thing, it's a distraction, there are like cameras in the building, but for him, he said that it actually forces guys to play harder and like go harder because there's cameras in the building and they got to show up and show out, and even if they don't make the team, they're hustling so that they can get picked up by another team. And then it also is just competition. So if your third string guys who are on the cut line are practicing harder, that's going to make the first string guys better. Iron sharpens iron. So I'm like, you know what? With that perspective, sure, bring all the cameras. Like,
all for it.
Spotlight on it 24/7. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I just saw a funny tweet by him. It was today when Q got the extension, just joking that like, oh yeah, good to do that before Hard Knocks because that whole Revis thing. So yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I am definitely in favor of Hard Knocks, as we should be now. But yes, let's talk about Quinnen Williams. So Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle, signs for, reportedly, this is not like the Jets aren't putting this out, but 4 years, $96 million. So my man got paid. That's huge.
Got paid. And what is it, $66 million guaranteed, I think?
Yep.
Something like that. So he, as we've said from the beginning, hashtag trust in Joe Douglas. Like, we've had the faith the whole time. We knew it was going to get done. And then I did see that Woody Johnson tweeted very shortly after, like, I think it was before Schefter broke it. I just saw a tweet that said, "Hey, Quinnen Williams." So Woody Johnson tweeted, "Hey, at Quinnen Williams." And Quinnen Williams responded, "Let's kick some ass this year. Thanks so much." It's everyone's happy. Everyone's good to go. We got the guy back. It's done.
For the first time, probably since like 2010, I feel like I like Woody Johnson. There's always like this love-hate relationship with owners, but he's been paying dudes this offseason.
Yeah.
Everyone who needs to get paid or restructured or bring in Aaron Rodgers, like he's in win now and spend whatever money you need to win. And I like it.
And not even that, but think about how bad the Jets draft picks have been, because this is the first one since Mo Wilkerson that signed a second deal. Bad. And that was Mo Wilkerson sucked after he signed that second deal.
I was going to say. So yeah, what do we think? Like whenever guys sign these big contracts, sometimes there's a tendency to like take the foot off the gas a little bit. Does he
especially
still
with that guaranteed money?
Exactly. Like he's paid, he's set, he's chilling now. But I feel like, I don't know why, but like Q just seems different, a lot more humble, like still going to work hard. But do you foresee a problem? Like, is he still going to be an all pro,
If they didn't get Aaron Rodgers, I would see a problem.
Okay.
Not a problem, but I could see him being like, all right, I'm not going to get hurt. I'm going to ease up. I'm just going to play my game. But now that it's win now, all the chips are on the table. Like, I feel like he's going to be like, this is the opportunity. Let's go win it now.
Yeah.
It's the only difference. It's
like the energy in the building because of Rodgers is like what you're saying. Everyone's going to want to play at a higher level. The defense is already amazing, and now there's like more vets around him. And he's basically a vet at this point. This will be his fourth year in the league?
Yeah.
Fifth year?
Yeah.
2019, 21, 2, fifth year in the league.
Yeah.
Let's foresee a big year for Q. Maybe not. Let's see. Career high 12 sacks last year. That's a lot for an interior lineman.
And granted, it was a contract year for him, so he had to do it last year. We'll probably see the same thing with Becton this year. He'll be unreal contract year. But I mean, I just think with Aaron Rodgers, they got the roster. If he kind of quote unquote screws us and like just takes it easy, I don't see it happening, but that would really, really fucking suck.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn on Q. I don't think.
No.
He's got enough support around him where even if he doesn't get 12 sacks again or even 10 sacks, he'll pressure the quarterback and he'll have guys on the edge like Will McDonald or like guys behind him, Carlos, like whatever, who are going to make his job easier, much like Aaron Donald stands out with LA. So I'm not concerned. It's just like a hesitancy. Be like, he got paid, he deserves it. Let's fucking go. But I'll temper my expectations on the stats.
Because what's his motivation now, other than Super Bowl? But like, he could be All Pro. He could be Defensive Player of the Year. He has the talent to do that stuff. So let's make it happen.
Do we know if there's any like incentives in the contract?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
There has to be. I feel like every single contract has those kind of incentives. So there has to be something where he'll make more. I don't know if that's like, obviously that can't be the guaranteed money, but like if he has X amount of sacks, he gets like $1 million or whatever.
Right. I'm sure it'll come out, especially like end of the season, like when he's a quarterback rush away or whatever. And it's going to be built in. So that'll be interesting. Do you think that Q is going to be one of the guys that's going to be like a character on Hard Knocks, or how do you like? I was going to ask who are you looking forward to seeing most on Hard Knocks?
So most on Hard Knocks, I think our guy Zach Kuntz is going to get a lot of airtime.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's kind of on that line. We've seen some reporters we won't mention on this podcast because we don't agree with them, that he's like on the cut line. Mm-hmm. So I think that might be a story. Just his personality and his like athleticism in general, I think is going to make it a story. I think Joe Tippmann might be one too. Okay. Another rookie. And then obviously Sauce, Michael Carter, running back, Michael Carter. He's a funny dude on the Jets social media. He's always got like funny lines. Mm-hmm. What about you? Who do you think?
No, I think you hit on them all. I think they're going to try to cover Aaron Rodgers, but he might not give them the access that.
I don't.
That's kind of my only concern with that one.
I think they usually go to like the quarterback's house and like look at like his, his family life, and that no way is that happening. They might do it with Zach Wilson.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to say. I think Zach Wilson will be a big character because even in years past, I've done like backup quarterbacks, maybe like a quarterback who like won't make the roster, like David Blau last year in Detroit. And I think even the year that he was on the Browns Hard Knocks, David Blau was like on the cut line. So sometimes I do like, I don't know. I don't think Tim Boyle will be a character, but like I won't even worry about that. But yeah, for sure, Zach Kuntz, I'm looking forward to that. Sauce a ton. And probably like, I want to say Saleh, and there's like a linebackers coach I think I saw someone tweet about who's just got like a fuck ton of energy. I'm going to get the name wrong.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about. He's been on the Jets drive.
Yes. Yeah. He has been. So I'm like totally here for sort of like the coach things. Is it the linebackers coach maybe? Tight end.
Or is it the tight end coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron Middleton. I'm looking forward to seeing him on Hard Knocks. Him, Robert Saleh, even a little bit of Nathaniel Hackett. I feel like that'll be fun because, you like some guys get followed to the house, but like some guys won't let you do that. But like for coaches, they got cameras in like all their offices and all their meeting rooms and shit like that. So I'm like, we could see like some pretty fun stuff. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like the energy of it too, and like that's what kind of like I like about Hard Knocks is the like access that you get. Like you hear the coaches in meetings, you hear them, in huddles and stuff, and players too, like talking trash to each other or like calling out mistakes that players make or things like that, and really getting in people's faces that you don't really see other than Hard Knocks.
It'll be revealing, I think, to see. Everyone says, oh, the Jets locker room is really good now with Aaron Rodgers, but I guess we'll get an inside look about like whether or not people do hold each other accountable, or if Rodgers is throwing pop quizzes in there in meeting rooms and stuff. So it'll be fascinating, I think. So
and I've said this for a long time. I think it's a great idea. I think HBO needs to start covering games. So unfiltered, what's the word? Like they can swear sort of all access, but like
explicit.
Yeah. Like you get that, like there's no commentators, like no one's announcing the game. No one's calling the game. You just hear coaches and players the entire game. Like, I think that would be sick, no matter the sport. I think NBA, football.
They try to do that with an NBA game? No announcers? Maybe I'm
during
thinking
COVID.
Oh, I think it was like a players only, but it was just like Reggie Miller and Dwayne Wade or whatever. Like no.
Yeah.
But you're saying no announcers, just all field
Nothing.
sound.
Just all field sound. Like, you get them up close and personal. You hear them talking trash to each other back and forth. Like, I just think that would be awesome.
It would have to only be on HBO because everything else, the games are on NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, family friendly. They're over the air channels, so that's the only challenge. I don't know if the NFL would ever do it.
No.
Maybe.
I'm sure in all the professional sports, some things are said that cannot be aired.
But like social media does love like a good F-bomb, and it's
it's great.
Yeah, I know. But then if you watch the game on CBS, like it goes blank. Like you're like, oh, someone swore because you can't hear anything. They mute it.
Whenever the mic accidentally catches it, it's the best.
It is.
It's so funny.
Fuck yeah!
Like someone gets fouled. Yeah. Oh, it's the best. It's so funny because it's so like distant on those two.
And it's just like just when the announcer's not talking, and it's like, motherfucker. So funny. Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. So lots of that on Hard Knocks. That's an idea though. But, well, when they do the preseason games, I think it'll be interesting. So
that'll probably be a storyline too. Todd Bowles.
Oh, coming back
when they play the Bucks, joint practices and all that.
That is true. I'm sure there's probably some like pictures of him up at like the facilities at Florham Park and stuff. And again, wasn't a bad coach. But I think that'll be like probably the last week of training camp or something.
I think so. Yeah.
Might be a quick storyline, but it'll be fun to see.
Yeah, I'm pumped. More Jets content.
Jets on Hard Knocks we think Tuesday nights. A day before you get one Jets Drive content on Monday nights. So we're going to be nonstop here with New York Jets coverage for the rest of the summer. Training camp starts in a week, less than a week from now.
Yeah.
So the Jets are looking like they're ready. As we predicted, Aaron Rodgers had some of his teammates, not just wide receivers, because DJ Reed was there too, out west, probably near his Malibu estate, somewhere near, just chilling on the beach. They probably worked out. There haven't really been videos yet, but we know at least that they were hanging out, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, they know they're out there. I also saw a picture of Aaron Rodgers working out. Did you see that picture?
Like so doing it was dips or something?
Yeah, or squats or something, lunges.
Yeah. Lunges, that was it.
The caption was like, Aaron Rodgers looks jacked. So he's putting in the work, It's good to see.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, again, when he had that picture with Kevin Durant, I was like, he never struck me as like a lifting guy. But that lunge, I mean, he was doing like a medicine ball thing.
Yeah.
And he's toned. I don't think he's like fucking ripped.
He's exactly how a quarterback
should be.
At 39, 40 years old should look.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, name me a quarterback in this league that's like built.
Cam Newton, not in the league anymore, but
right, exactly.
That's the only one I can think of.
Even like a guy that you think is like, oh, he's probably huge, Josh Allen. Like he's just tall and broad.
Just a big dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not necessarily like in shape, but like you look at like, I don't know. I've been watching Quarterback on Netflix. Have you been watching?
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, but like Kirk Cousins, Marcus Mariota, like even Patrick Mahomes, like they're not huge, like but they're just like fundamentally sound. And Rodgers is, but he's also putting in work in the weight room. So that's honestly very promising to see. Developing the chemistry, getting in shape, getting their mind right, getting their bodies right. Jets are doing everything they're supposed to be doing.
That's it. We can't wait for training camp to start. Hopeful that we will go next Saturday. First open practice.
Is it
tickets on sale?
Oh, it is the first. Yeah,
that's the first one.
Practice is Sunday, right?
Yeah, tickets on sale Monday. We're cautiously optimistic still to get tickets.
Everyone log on at noon on Monday to get their
tickets. Yep, they go on sale at noon.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So make sure 11:59. That's the first time you open your computer to check out those tickets.
Yep.
Yep.
We got them. I think we got them. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure.
So we'll see everyone there at training camp in Florham Park if you can get your tickets, which they're free. And parking's free.
Fantastic. That's great news.
You might have to walk a little bit, and it's gonna be probably humid and hot, but it'll be fun.
It'd be great. Yeah. It'd be great. HBO cameras all over the place. It'll be. Oh. That's the thing. We gotta try to get on the episode here.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Shout out to the wife for making the cabin crew hats, so we can definitely brand ourselves. I know.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't see it in the frame. You got to bring it in the frame.
Bring it in. Yeah.
There it is. All right.
There it is. We'll be rocking them at training camp July 22nd.
Cool. All right. Looking forward to seeing all the Jets fans there. Will be leading, or at least be taking part in the JETS, Jets chants.
Yep.
Will Dalvin Cook be there? We don't know. He's still not signed with the team. There are still rumors. The last that we've officially heard from the Jets was that they were still, quote, turning the pages over on him or doing their homework on him or whatever.
Gaining momentum is what I saw.
I don't know. So we're still in this, like, will he, won't he sort of thing. And, again, we're in the camp of no, but, hey, if he's there, we'll take him. So I just kind of want a conclusion to this saga. Sign with someone, Jets or not. Yeah,
I saw that the Dolphins apparently offered him something and he didn't like it, so he turned it down. It was not enough money for him. So
because he had an outstanding offer from the Vikings of $7-8 million a year, is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
So he wants, since the Vikings cut him, he wants just as much as he could have gotten in Minnesota. Fair, as we've said, get paid while you can.
Right. But does this create like a bidding war between the Jets and Dolphins? Hopefully they're smart and they don't overpay. That's all I can say about it.
That's, again, been my concern from the beginning, that the Jets would overpay for Dalvin Cook. But whatever they're going to do, at this point, let me just say this. #trust in Woody Johnson.
There it is. Yeah.
Spend the money, bring in who you gotta, win that Lombardi trophy, and you can throw all our takes out the windows. Don't save the receipts of our videos on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Again, follow us at Cabin Crew Pod. But just whatever. If he's there, if he produces, I'm all here for it.
And what we say is just opinions. This is just how we feel. This is not we don't go through the ins and outs of Dalvin Cook versus Breece Hall and what else they bring. This is just a personal opinion. Don't think we need him. And if they get him, we'll be in his corner. If they don't, we will be happy.
True. All right. Dalvin, our happiness is dependent on what you do next. So
Yep. Either we go into seasonal depression early, or we're vibing out the summer vibes until mid-September.
As Jets fans, are we just always seasonally depressed when football season comes around?
I feel like this is usually the high point of Jets fandom. Before training camp.
True.
Optimism, new
all-time
season,
high.
Turning the page, and then week 1 starts and it's depression.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
To play the Bills, might start 0-1. Knock on wood. But yeah, right now, 0-0. No one's hurt.
We're undefeated, baby.
I know. And we're
undefeated.
2023. Are we undefeated in 2023? Would we do? No, I don't think so. I think we lost to the Dolphins week 18. So.
Okay. So.
We can't say that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not. There's an extra week in the season. But anyway, we'll see. Vibes are at an all-time high. Jets fans are out there defending all the moves that we're making.
Yeah.
Which is great. Let's turn the page. Social media, we had some beef this week. What's going on, Aaron? Fill us in. You're my Twitter guy.
Big beef between first it started with Asante Samuel, former Patriots cornerback, and Sauce Gardner. So some NFL insider, ESPN reporter, someone,
Jeremy Fowler, he
tweeted out his top 8, top 10 cornerbacks of the league. Sauce was number 2. I think Surtain was 1 or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was a survey of NFL players, coaches, and execs. So not even Jeremy Fowler's top 10. A randomly surveyed assortment of NFL people.
Right. And apparently Asante Samuel didn't like that Sauce was so high. He liked somebody else, a different rookie. Drawing a blank on the name right now. But he thought that Sauce was propelled by the New York media. And that's why he is so good in Asante Samuel's eyes. When Sauce, Defensive Rookie of the Year, you can list all the stats and everything. He's a great player. He had a great first season.
He did. As
a Jet. It wasn't the media. I don't know what. I've never seen a positive thing about the Jets in the media in 13 years.
I totally agree.
So I don't know where he's getting the idea that the New York media is propelling someone's career. This is the first time the Jets have re-signed someone that they've drafted in like years. So
it is starting to be positive. It's not the New York media. It's the Jets actually doing good things.
It doesn't make his argument makes zero sense because if anything, the New York media has bashed the Jets for years and years and years, and the media across the country has.
Right.
So that's how it started.
I think Asante Samuel was saying that because Sauce Gardner, and you'll probably get into this point later with the whole Revis thing, but it's just like Sauce didn't have the stats to prove it. He had 2 or 3 interceptions or whatever. Quarterbacks didn't throw his way. He was drafted 4th overall because he blankets guys. Sauce Gardner is that good. Quarterbacks are scared of him. You watch the tape, you watch the film. Sauce is covering Justin Jefferson and DeAndre Hopkins and fucking Jamar Chase. He is all over these guys. Devontae Adams, whatever. He is there, and he's holding these guys under 40 yards receiving. It's crazy. He didn't allow a touchdown all year? Sauce is a top, no doubt, 3 quarterback in the league. So being number 2 by NFL players, coaches, and execs in this random survey makes total sense. Why is Asante Samuel giving him shit? Makes no sense. He's putting way too much emphasis on stats and statistical relevance. That shit doesn't matter. Look at the film.
And Asante Samuel may have more interceptions than Revis or name a quarterback, but guess what, man? They were throwing your way.
Interceptions are a tricky stat too. It's ball gets tipped and you're in the right place at the right time.
Is that because you're a great cornerback, or is that just you're fucking lucky?
Yeah, you're lucky, and your safety or your fellow cornerback tipped it and it went right to you. So it's not you did anything. That's luck. Sometimes it can be because you read the route well. Sometimes it's not. So Asante Samuel probably just played in really good systems, right? Played for really good defensive coordinators, put him in the right spot. He was a good player, not a Hall of Famer, as Revis will say. But hey, played well, was in the league for a long time, got respect for his game, but he's not. He's not that good. He earned his money, but I don't think he has any place to say that Revis isn't deserving or Sauce isn't deserving.
Yeah, and so that's how it started. Was he came after Sauce, and then he looped Revis into his argument that the New York media propelled Revis to a standard that was unrealistic or something like that. But like you said, Revis was the greatest corner for how many years in the league?
Over 6, 7, 8 years, whatever, which is hard to do.
And he's guarding the number 1 receiver on the other teams. You look at that, I forget what season it was or whatever. It's you go down the list. It was Andre Johnson, fucking Larry Fitzgerald. Keep going down the list.
It was a Sunday Night Football graphic, right?
And it was 1 catch, 7 yards, 4 targets, and someone pulled up a tweet of because Asante Samuel was oh, who did Sauce Gardner defend last year? And it was all the list of the receivers that he defended. It was DK Metcalf, 2 catches, 15 yards.
Yep.
It's the same type of thing. It's dude, the guy's good. But so he came after Revis. Revis responded, just landed. Here we go. Shake my head. I really don't know much about this guy. Never was inspired to watch his film, but something does jog my memory. I do remember we played the Falcons. Rex Ryan made a highlight clip of Asante being double moved on almost every single route. I recall Rex saying to receivers in our weekly team meetings, the game plan was if he line up across from you, double move him every time. So just talking shit about Asante Samuel, dude, you suck.
Yeah.
And Asante Samuel came back and said he could have showed you got beat on more double moves than myself. That's a fact. If I don't know much, go look in the history books. I'm in there. What about you? And Revis dropped the mic with, try again, mother sucker. I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. So
that's all you
can't really argue anymore with that point. He's
totally
first ballot Hall of Famer. It's over. Argument done.
I don't think Asante Samuel had a chance. He was running a fool's errand, trying to get into a battle with Darrelle Revis about who is a better cornerback or whatever. Really? Again, look at the film, Asante. You got double moved on, and nobody threw to Darrelle Revis. He was called Revis Island for a reason, and there's a reason why the Jets called out Samuel on tape. So why are we talking about this 10 years later, 20 years later? I don't know. I don't think it matters, but I'm really happy, and I'm on Darrelle Revis' side, and I'm glad he stood up for himself. Yeah,
100%. And even so, this argument closes the door right here. So Dave Portnoy, founder of Barstool Sports, noted, passionate Patriots fan, said this because he saw this all going down. And he said something about, so Revis tweeted Asante Samuel as they were going back and forth about Samuel not picking off the pass. I think it was like to David Tyree when they were going to be undefeated or something like that.
Okay.
Apparently it was like a really easy interception that I don't know if it was that play. It might have been a different play, but Revis said a high school cornerback could have picked that pass off. This goes to show you ain't elite. Could have been a hero, but you choked and cost your team and Tom Brady another Super Bowl. And Portnoy retweeted that and said it would have also secured the greatest season in the history of sports, 18-0. Instead, it's the greatest choke of all time and how every sports fan will remember Asante Samuel anytime he opens his mouth. The guy choked on the biggest stage possible.
There you go.
Noted Patriots fan who has had every Patriots back no matter what they've done in the past. But Asante Samuel, you get the big middle figure from Portnoy.
Well, I think that settles it. If Patriots fans hate a former Patriot, he ain't winning. He ain't winning that argument. So
no, it's over.
Sorry, Asante. We'll keep this receipt, and I'm not going to go as far as calling him like a POS, but again, don't start battles you can't win. That's all I'll say.
And you know what? Sauce has been pretty active, just being like, why are all these cornerbacks not so mean to each other, but coming at each other? Because he's like, we don't play against each other. Why can't we just like support the position and recognize, oh, this guy's good. I'm going to pull something from his game. It's just like, I don't understand it. Maybe it's just competitive nature. Like you want to be the best, but at the same time, cornerbacks are not facing cornerbacks.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice if everyone just supported each other? Because I feel like quarterbacks do. Quarterbacks support each other. Running backs have certainly done it more. Wide receivers exchange jerseys all the time. Why is there this like one-upsmanship? It's a weird spot to be in. I don't know why.
What's the bad blood with defensive backs?
One of life's many questions. I don't have an answer.
Yeah. Is it just that, I don't know, their ego or their like chippiness? I don't know if you have to have that mentality to be a cornerback,
Maybe. Well, we should find a cornerback at training camp, even if it's like a third string guy, someone on the cut line, and ask them like, why y'all hate each other? What's the beef,
If we can ask Sauce.
Hey. If any New York Jets beat reporters out there listening, there's like something fundamentally we want to know about cornerbacks' mentality, right?
Yeah.
Towards other cornerbacks. Obviously not on the same team, but like within the league. Why is there this competitive nature? It's a good question. I don't know. I've never thought about it.
It is. I mean, you have to have some type of mentality if you're trying to lock down the best receiver on another team. So you have to think you're the best. You have to have this mentality going into it that this guy's not going to beat me. I'm going to shut him down.
Sure.
But why are you doing that to other people at the same position? I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah. All right. We'll find out. Maybe. I don't know.
Again, we've never played football at a competitive level, so we really have no clue, no idea.
Aaron, come on. We gotta say we know these things. We definitely do.
In our fall classic years, we could attest to.
We've been known
competitive,
throw the pigskin around, play at a highly competitive level in the, I was going to say backyard football, but sure, front yard football we played.
Front yard, yeah.
Yeah. At your house, I think we played in the front yard too. In Nick's house, we played in the front yard.
We have never played backyard football in our lives.
I don't think we have.
We've only played front yard football.
Yeah.
Does that take away any credibility from us?
That we played front yard football? Maybe a little bit.
Sound out, respond to the tweet that we'll put out of this post that who has truly played backyard football in the back of a house?
Yeah, I don't know. Side yard football. I don't know. That's honestly, this could have been a great name for a podcast. The Front Yard Football Boys. I don't know. Or front yard football.
Front yard football.
Because that's not even a phrase because the video game was backyard football. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to overthink this.
I've never thought about that before. I've never played backyard football in my life.
Just where else did we play? Nick's.
We've never played at Joe's.
Yours, mine. That's true.
That's crazy.
We played at like the school, but that's not like a yard. It's just a field.
It's technically in the back of Joe's house.
Like in the house.
No, like where we played at school, is that technically behind Joe's house?
Technically, it is.
But it's not his backyard.
It's not a backyard. Yeah.
It's not a backyard.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
That kind of ruined my childhood. I've never played backyard football.
Sorry to throw a wrench in your memories.
Man.
Well, it was just yard football. But yeah, we've got competitive
It's just
amateur
yard
football
football
experience. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up with this fun topic. Sauce tweet, the Sauce tweets of the week.
Yep.
What did he say?
Yeah, so for some reason, Sauce loves to tweet about restaurants and eating of some sort. So this week he tweeted on guys got to eat on the field and off the field. He tweeted on July 11th, a few days ago. Mm-hmm. It's enough room on Earth for everybody to eat.
All right. First of all, I didn't notice this right away, but terrible grammar.
Awful. I didn't notice it either. I was reading it and my brain like malfunctioned trying to get it out. I was like,
Right. So it should read, there is enough room on this planet for everybody to eat.
Instead,
I guess you could say on this earth. Yeah.
Instead,
in this world.
It's enough room on this earth for everybody to eat.
There's enough food in this world for everybody. Whatever. I know what he's trying to say. I'm trying to overcorrect. But listen, his point being, everybody should eat, right? How do you interpret this? It's a very confusing tweet.
Is he coming out the big corporations and all the billions they make and try to cure world hunger?
Possibly.
I don't think so, but
Sauce Gardner, the humanitarian. Sauce Gardner, the farmer.
Governor Sauce.
Sauce Gardner, the lobbyist. Governor Sauce. I like that.
I feel like it has to do with all the drama of the DBs, and I feel like he's maybe saying like there's enough room for everybody to eat. Like everyone can, do a good job and
Yes. So maybe you're saying all this beef that we're having with the cornerbacks.
Okay.
Beef and like, why do we have to have this? Everybody can have a piece. Why are we all fighting like dogs over one piece of meat when there's plenty to go around? Because then everybody competes, then you don't get paid or you don't get that money. So maybe we're onto something there.
So there's enough beef for everyone to eat unless your back is to the door.
Right. So this could also just be like a Sauce is at a gardener. Sauce is at a restaurant eating, and he's thinking like, wow, look, I'm looking around. There's a shit ton of food here. And there's people starving in Africa right now, man. Like, everybody can eat. It could just be a deep
Everybody
thought.
can eat. It could be, it could be a deep thought. Could be a little bit, again, Sauce. We tried to get you to talk about the restaurant tweet last episode. We need like follow-up tweets. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Well, that's our job. We have to interpret it. It's the New York media overhyping Sauce.
Yeah, we're the New York media overhyping a Sauce Gardner tweet about eating and beef.
It's a little cryptic. Everything he tweets is a little cryptic, but
it is.
It's cool to talk about because it's like any good book. You're like, it's kind of open for interpretation, or a movie or a TV show. Like, what do you think it means? I don't know. What do you think it means? And this is kind of the same thing, but it's like 100 words or characters or whatever.
Yeah. So, Sauce, let us know, or don't. Just keep us hanging on the edge of our seats off every word that you tweet throughout the rest of the season. We're going to keep trying to break it down.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Sauce. Keep them coming, though. These are some fire, albeit very confusing tweets, but it gives us a shit ton to talk about. So keep going to restaurants, whatever you have to do to keep eating, keep tweeting.
And when the season starts, please don't stop.
Right.
We need to dive into these topics because this is what the fans want. This is what the fans want. We want to know exactly what's going on in Sauce's head and what he means whenever he tweets.
We'll have it on Hard Knocks for sure. But we also just need it constantly because we're attention starved. That 60 minutes a week of TV is not going to be enough. So the people need more Sauce.
And if we see Sauce at training camp, I am going to try to ask him what he meant by the restaurant tweet. We got to get an answer.
What's going to be the exact question? Why can't you have your back to the door?
Yeah, I think that's generally just it. Like, why can't you have your back to the door at a restaurant?
What are you scared of?
I feel like that's a little confrontational. I don't want to get my ass kicked.
Fair.
You know?
How tall is Sauce? What? I don't know. Do you think you weigh more than him?
No.
Okay.
Just by height alone.
Holy shit. You know Zach Kuntz is 6'8"?
He's probably like 260.
Kuntz?
Yeah.
251.
Damn. Big boy.
Sauce is 6'3", 200 pounds. Yeah, he's a tall dude.
He's a big dude.
A little lanky, but yeah, he's up there.
Yeah.
Who's the shortest dude in the team?
How tall is Breece Hall?
There's two guys who are 5'8". Breece Hall is... He's not popping up here in my short guys. Breece Hall 6'1".
Okay.
Bryce Hall is also 6'1".
Who's the 5'8" guys?
You don't have a guess?
Is it like DJ Reed or something?
DJ Reed's 5'9".
Okay. Close.
Michael Carter, 5'8".
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The running back.
That should have been a guess. Yeah.
The cornerback is 5'10".
Okay.
So, yeah. I feel like Michael Carter and us, we could see eye to eye, potentially, which is good.
Potentially. He would maybe be at my eyebrows, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could be a good interview, just for the optics, I think.
Yeah. We don't have to wear lifts.
Yeah. Even if we don't get interviews, we want to say at least hey or good luck this season or cheer on our guys at training camp, which we're looking forward to. Am I missing anything from this week?
No, just all the excitement. Everything's kind of coming together finally. It's all happening.
Q's locked up. Subscribe on Apple and Spotify. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Cabin Crew Pod.
Yeah, we've been getting the most kind of interactions on Twitter. I've been having a lot of fun with it, kind of going back and forth with people. Yeah. Again, all harmless, just kind of putting our opinions and kind of fandom out there. So keep them coming. You don't agree, you agree, just let us know.
Please tweet at us at Cabin Crew Pod. We're here for the discussion. Even if you disagree with us, like some of you disagreed with our Dalvin Cook takes, we're just trying to be, again, we'll back it up. If you listen to the pod, you'll know that we're just trying to be rational and not be too delusional, not say yes to everything. I think the mark of any good sports fan is one who doesn't expect the world. To me, still, wanting a Super Bowl is expecting the world. It's expecting the pinnacle of sport. But until we get to a playoff spot, win a playoff game, that's when I'll expect that. For now, I know we said Jets on Hard Knocks win Super Bowl, but like realistically,
we know what we've been through as Jets fans. Like we know the trials and tribulations and like all our past experiences. Every rational Jets fan has this in the back of their mind. Like we are the Jets. Like we have gotten this curse or this just monkey on our back.
Negative.
It's
for sure.
And we just got to, until we get that monkey off our back, until we break through that the playoffs or the regular season, that we get to those points that we haven't reached. I think we just got to be calm, and no one likes a cocky sports fan. Nobody does.
It's true.
So we've all been there. We've all been on the receiving side of the cocky sports fan. So let's not be those people.
Try not to be, at least.
Until the time comes where we can be.
Exactly. Which is why we'll be doing this Cabin Crew podcast all throughout training camp, all throughout the season. Keep listening. And, we appreciate you listening. In the meantime, for Aaron, I'm Ben. Training camp starts in less than a week. Let's go, baby. Go Jets. See you next time.